What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Here we have a matchup today of Buggy versus Shanks. Playing my good friend Mark, Only Hands TCG. You can check him out where he records his own content as well. And you can also check him out on the Deck Swabbers podcast. I'll link both of them in the description. Really good player. He's on Shanks today. Kind of a tough matchup. We also lost the dice roll, so we are going second. Ideally, I think I'd like to go first. I've been reading watching some content and saying that maybe it's better to go second against Shanks because they can't Rayley curve. But I usually like to go first. Trying on a slightly different build. Got some inspiration from some content creators on here. Check out O Mixed as well. But we're going second. We don't have a searcher, I don't believe. No, we do. So we're gonna start off with a search. Search top 4 for a Brokeworks or a Cross Guild. Checking out our hand, we have a Croc, we have a 10 cost Buggy. So really thinking about whether we want to grab a 2K or one of those Daz Bones. We're gonna eventually grab the Moji 2K. He swings 5 into life. We'll take, and we draw a Mihawk, and then he plays the Sanji, the 3-cost Sanji on KO, draws a card, but also it gets an extra 3,000 power on his turn. So right now it's 3,000 power. So we don't really have a play. We're gonna swing 9 into life, and he takes. We got him down to 4 life. But yeah, normally we like to peel off here. He swings 6 into life. We'll give him a 2K. He's going to drop the new Luffy. He's going to swing 6 into life and give his leader a Dawn. We'll give him a 2K, and then he'll swing 6 to life again. And we'll give him another 2K. So already off to a pretty aggressive start. We're at 6 Dawn. Here's where you can see. I'm going to swing 5 into the Sanji. And then this is a new card. I haven't been running this card. I took it out for Gravity Blade, or took Gravity Blade off. I'm going to play Jozu. Jozu allows me to return a card to my hand from the field, and then I get to bounce one back to his hand. So I've effectively cleared his board. Now, granted, it's back to his hand, so he can play that Luffy again. But it does set him back slightly different. I kind of like it better than Gravity Blade. At first, I didn't like it because he's also going to play the Luffy and do the same thing over again. Swing 7. But at first I didn't like it because I like the idea of Gravity Blade, but Gravity Blade doesn't advance the ultimate mission of this of this deck, which is to fill the board. And it feels like Jozu is kind of like a good in-between of managing board while also establishing a body. I only run 2 of the Jozus. But yeah, we're kind of in a slightly vulnerable spot here. We're at 8 Dawn. We do have the Jozu on board. I'm going to swing 5 into life and see what he does. He leader effects. So now I think the idea here is I'm going to put 3 Dawn on Jozu, swing 10 into the 6 and hope it dies while also using 5 for leader ability. So we swing 10 into the 6, hope it dies. He's thinking about whether to counter out. And he's going to eventually counter out and give 2 2Ks and a 1K. We did get 3 cards out of hand, but really wanted that card dead. We're going to leader effect to play Croc into Daz Bones. Daz Bones effect, draw 2, trash 1. We're just going to trash these Cross Guild event searchers. They're not counter in hand. I could have played the Mihawk here. I would have liked to have a promo Buggy just so I could play out the Mihawk. And the idea here is I'm trying to fill my board and hopefully I can 10 cost next turn. So he swings, he establishes the Dragon, which has Rush. So now we have 3 big swings coming. He swings 7 into life. This is where, again, it would be nice to have that Mihawk blocker on board. Maybe I should have gone for that. Just played it, but I like the idea of, again, filling board a little bit more. So we're going to give him 2K, 1K. Now he's going to swing 8 into life. We're going to take, draw a brick. There's the promo Buggy. Now he's swinging 9 into life, and we can counter out if we wanted to. Draw another brick of the promo Buggy. So now we're in a vulnerable spot. Like, I need to clear his board as well as establish a blocker to have any hope to survive. He's still at 4 life. I can't really push for game because I don't have rush. Even if I could, it would be tough to go through 4 life. Plus, I think he's got around like 4 cards in hand. We did get a lot out of counter out the last turn. But here's where I need to, essentially the only path forward is I need to establish the Mihawk as well as clear his board. So I swing 5 into life. He uses leader effect. Now I swing 6 into the Luffy and swing 7 into the Luffy. So I'm able to clear it with all my swings without using any Dawn. Actually, I didn't swing leader. I swing 6 into Luffy first. Here we're going to leader effect to play the Mihawk. Draw 2, trash 1. We're going to trash one of the 10 cost buggies, or one of the promo buggies, excuse me. And then we can leader effect again to pitch a buggy to play the 12 cost buggy. We still have a 12 cost, or excuse me, 10-12 buggy in hand. So we've cleared his board and we have a blocker. We don't have a ton of counter in hand. So if he's got some sort of rush, we're definitely screwed. If he's got a gold Roger, we're screwed. But yeah. I believe the total counter we have in hand is 2 1k, or we have yeah, he swings 5 into life, we give him the 1k. Keep the blocker alive, because I'm thinking, well, maybe he's going to play a 10-12 Shanks at this point. And he plays the Luffy. That's for 5 Dawn. When he swings, it's going to give him Arrested Dawn as well. He taps 2 for the Sanji from the new starter deck. That gives it unblockable. So at this point, I'm like, oh, I think I'm cooked. And now he's going to swing, put the last 3 Dawn on. Plus, he gets the rest of Dawn. He swings 10. And the highest we can get up to is 9. So ultimately, like, this was an interesting matchup because we got rushed down a little bit. It was unfortunate. If I could have stayed at 1 life rather than 0, I maybe could have turned the tide slightly. We just got to the point where I just filled up my board and his board was empty. It went kind of according to plan, but at the same time it didn't, because we lost, obviously, and we lost pretty big because he was still at 4 life. But it felt like it was about to turn. Again, maybe the decision to go Crocodile's Bones rather than Mihawk. If I put that Mihawk out there, perhaps I well, I'm not able to swing into his board at that point to clear the Luffy, but at least I might be at a chance where I can keep more cards in hand for counter. So yeah, I think that was the ultimate decision point right there, was that turn where I played the Crocodile's Bones. Maybe I could have done something differently. But other than that, I think it's kind of just a tough matchup. He saw everything he needed to see. But again, granted, we lost pretty, like I said, he had 4 life, but it felt like it was about to turn. So I'm not too disappointed by this outcome. It was a tough matchup, and maybe one more turn we could stabilize and go for there. But that didn't happen. But anyways, let me know any comments, any more tips or anything I could do differently. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys, and see you next time.